The rental market is exploding right now. The demand for houses and apartments is skyrocketing, both for those long-term tenants and those short-term vacation rentals. And you know that's great news because it means that a big decision for you as a property owner, what kind of tenants do you want? The tenants that stay for the year or more, or that revolving door of vacationers? Are you wondering if you're getting the most out of your investment with long-term rentals? What if you get to earn more by renting short-term? There is a perfect way to rent out your property, and really it all depends on what you want. And we can explore the options together and find a strategy that maximizes your investment's potential, both financially and personally. Because after all, you're in control. Now let's explore the pros and cons of long-term versus short-term rentals and find the perfect strategy just for you. Long-term rentals, they are the classic choice. So imagine renting your house or apartment to someone who makes it their own home. The big perk here is a steady, predictable income stream every month. Plus, you don't have to worry about things like utilities or furniture typically, because that's usually all on the tenant. And since they're living there long term, there's less day-to-day hassle for things for you to manage. Which in my personal opinion, that also sounds pretty sweet. But there is a flip side. With long-term tenants, you have less control over the property. Now you can't just pop in whenever you want, and you're stuck with the same rent even if the demand goes up. In fact, some studies show that short-term rentals can bring in way more cash flow overall. But short-term rentals, also called those vacation rentals, are where the travelers, they stay for a short period of time. More and more people are choosing these types of rentals instead of hotels. That's why the demand is growing so fast. And this option gives you more control over your place because, of course, you don't have that long-term person. Now you can adjust the rent based on peak travel times to maximize your income, and even use the property yourself when it's not booked, which also sounds pretty perfect, right? But hold on a second, short-term rentals also come with a bit more work. You'll likely need to furnish the place, handle maintenance and utilities, and manage day-to-day bookings. Plus, the income can be less predictable depending on the season or the travel trends. So imagine no snow this year. That could mean fewer ski bums wanting your on-site apartment. There are also local laws and regulations to consider with short-term rentals. Some areas are very cool with them, while others they have very tight restrictions. And you don't want to invest in any property only to find out that you can't rent it out to vacationers if that's your way you're going to go. But the good news is we at Just Living Realty can help you navigate all this so you're not doing it alone. We can help you find out the current short-term rental regulations in the area and more details as well. All right, so you've explored both the short-term and the long-term rental options, and really now the big question is, which one is right for you? The best way to decide is to figure out your overall investment goals. If you prioritize a steady stream of income and less day-to-day management, then I think what you'd want probably is that long-term tenant, and you would be the perfect match for that. So think about reliable, but maybe slower returns with less risk involved. But on the other hand, maybe you have a vacation home in a sweet spot that you love to use yourself sometimes. Short-term rentals can help you offset the cost or even cover it entirely. Plus, if you're comfortable with a little bit more risk and the possibility of higher returns, this path might suit your adventurous investor spirit. But yes, life isn't always black and white, as we know. And let's say you're buying a future retirement home and want to protect yourself from inflation and rising costs. So both long-term and short-term rentals could work. That final decision hinges on things like location, how much people do want to rent in that area, and the type of property that you have. And of course, how much risk are you really comfortable with? So the best choice really depends on what you want. I think it's really great to ask yourself these questions. Do you crave a steady stream of income and less hassle? Or are you more interested in maximizing your returns and having more control over your property? We can definitely help you navigate all of these factors. So with that being said, let's really get to the bottom line here. At Just Living Realty, we are passionate about helping you achieve your real estate dreams. So whether you're buying your first primary residence, an investment property, a vacation home, or a future retirement haven, we are your one-stop shop for expert advice and local market knowledge. So don't do it alone. Book a free consultation today. So we look forward to connecting with you very soon. And while you're here, why don't you watch one of these other videos, snoop around the channel a little bit here, and as always, get out and enjoy our great Colorado sunny days. Stay sweet.